Top 5 reasons why I was so comfortable being a side chick. So I understand this is a very taboo topic because everyone hates side chicks, right? Wrong. Your man loves them, so listen up. And before y'all get in my comments talking all that smack, please understand you couldn't squeeze a solid fuck out of me. Not a one. I don't care. This is my truth. So y'all know I did recently go back to therapy, so I was giving my therapist the rundown, chopping it up. She goes on to say that I'm addicted to the highs that he provides for me in the moment. I said, so it got my wheels a-turning. Reason number 5, convenience of the relationship. Usually, we don't want your man for real. It's like we borrow him for a good time, not a long time. So I didn't mind borrowing him and giving him back. Number 4, I actually enjoyed the single life. I have trust issues and I have commitment issues. I don't desire a relationship at this time in my life. Number 3, the perks. If you are not getting perks and you are a side chick, then you're doing it so wrong. The shopping dates, it was the gifts, it was the love bombing, It was just so romantic every time we linked up, right? It's all because I was a good little side chick and I knew my role. I can't tell you how many times while I sat there while this man was on the phone with his girlfriend and didn't make a peep. Because why would I break up a happy home? Why would I want to do that? Who are you going to go to once you leave her? It's not me. I don't want you. Number 2, very, very rare that we argue or have a disagreement. Reason number 1, the schlong is schlonging. That's pretty self-explanatory. TikTok, this video is for educational and informative purposes only and not meant to bully or belittle anyone.
Sadly, this is the state some ladies are currently in. Some ladies, wanting to be side chicks so bad. Okay, and let me give you a shocker. We have married women leaving their matrimonial home to sleep with other people's husbands. Married women leave their matrimonial home and go be side chicks to other people's husbands. Make it make sense. It's crazy, but that's what is going on right now. Now, this lady has told you the reason why she became a side chick for the convenience, and they never quarreled and all. Some people have had their heart broken, and the only thing that they feel, the only way they can, and they want to be in a relationship, all right? They really want a man, and the only person they can get is a married man because this one is going to give them that peace. Okay, you get what I'm saying? Not all the dramas and all. Well, we have some more clips to watch, all right? But this lady, I just said yours. What do you think about what she said? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get right into the others.
We haven't gone into why women prefer or actually are side chicks. Why do you think that is? I see 3 major reasons why a woman would become a side chick or why a woman would prefer to be a side chick. I've talked about it before in other videos. 2 reasons. One reason would be he's actually her side dick, meaning she is married or also in a relationship and she sees it as an insurance policy, hooking up with a married man. I've got dirt on you, you've got dirt on me. The second reason would be that as a side chick, whether she is attached to someone or whether she's totally single, she has absolutely no obligation to do the wifely stuff. She only gets the good parts of him and then sends him away for any other part. She doesn't have to deal with the mundane daily life stuff. It's not boring and there's no emotional obligation for her. It's really no strings attached. The third reason is the ickiest reason. All of them are icky, don't get me wrong. But the third is really the most manipulative and dangerous, is that it is a major pick-me woman. It's not enough for her to receive attention from men and seek validation that way. She needs that extra boost, that extra validation of taking someone else's man. Yeah, it's okay that this man is paying attention to her, but there's this man who is choosing her over his wife. It gives her an extra boost to basically steal someone's man. She built her entire identity and her self-worth around that, which is pretty scary if you ask me. But those are really the main 3 reasons I see. If there's anything I missed, pop into the comments.
Any woman who is willing to be somebody's side chick on purpose I'm talking on purpose, is the most dangerous, desperate women, okay? I'm talking, she knows he's married, she knows he's in a relationship, and she's willing to help him sneak around. She's willing to let him put her name under a car wash so his wife or girl doesn't call her up tripping. This woman is the most dangerous, okay? A lot of women befriend these type of girls thinking, oh, as long as she's not doing it to me. Why do you think you're an exception? Any woman is collateral, okay? At some point, you are going to get in her way and she's going to cross you. She is, because all she thinks about is herself, her wants, and her needs. If she's willing to ruin another woman's life, if she's willing to ruin another family to get what she wants, why do you think she's not going to cross you? Why do you think a person like that can be a good friend to you? They clearly have zero moral compass, okay? I stay clear away from these type of women. All they care about is being picked.
Don't kill me, but as I've got older, I realized it's better to be the side chick. Like, I personally have to be with an honest man. Yes, he lies to her, but he don't lie to me. I can't be with no liar. And for people that be like, oh, you don't get Christmas or holidays, you still get gifts and time, just not the same day. If somebody was giving you $1 million, do you care what day they gave it to you? You still gonna get it. And even though he has another person, at least I know about it. Y'all man be cheating on y'all with so many other girls. So I would just rather it be me and her. However, I will say I will not tolerate him talking to another girl, because you already got your girlfriend and I'm cool with that. I'm dealing with that. But you need another girl too. Like, how many girls do you need? You can't put no other girl above me unless it's your girlfriend, because I signed up for that. I didn't sign up for all them other girls. Y'all men be too greedy. Anyways, I'm headed out. Tell me if you've ever been a side chick in the comments. And if you ever thought like this, you're a clown. Get out the circus, babes. You don't want to be a princess? You don't want to live in a castle? What's wrong with you?
You may want to listen to this, and this is coming from a man's perspective. When a man is choosing a side chick, they don't just approach any woman. Their choice is always psychological, not random. Men go after a woman they know will be comfortable in the shadows, while boosting their ego and shrinking herself. And if you're a side chick and you don't know, and you happen to find out that you're a side chick one day, ask them, so why you choose me? It's never random. Trust.
I'm going to give you 3 facts about the side chick, and if you follow me long enough, you will know that I'm going to talk about it from the spiritual side. Number 1, she is a seducer. In other words, she has a seducing spirit. A lot of people don't understand this, but the word seduce means to lead astray. Understand this, there were countries that were mighty in strength and nobody could take them down. And so you know what they did? They employed the use of a woman or a group of women. Consider the plight of Samson. No man could take Samson down. The Philistines, this man was taking out whole armies. He used the jawbone of a donkey, aka an ass, to knock a few people off of their feet. Realizing that they could not physically overpower him, they decided to use a woman. They used Delilah. I have a book called Devil Bait, High Heels and Spiritual Warfare. And one fact I talk about in the book is this: whenever you are used as bait, you don't get to keep the fish. You don't get to keep the catch. And if by rare chance Satan allows you to keep the catch, you get to keep the carcass. In other words, you get to keep the flesh while the enemy has possession of his soul. In other words, you'll be one of his many concubines, even with a ring on your finger. Number 2, she's a destroyer. The Bible tells us that God hates divorce. And anything that God hates, Satan loves. And we know that Satan comes to steal, kill, and destroy. So when Satan wants to kill or destroy a marriage, he will send a side chick. Her objective is to look for an open door. She will typically use one of the 2 dimensions of a man, that is the protector or the provider. These are both doors, or better yet, access points. To access the protector, she may say something along the lines of, hey, my ex-boyfriend says he's going to come by today. He just wants to talk to me. This is after she's told this guy that the ex-boyfriend has assaulted her before. She has a restraining order on him or what have you. Men are protectors by nature. So someone who has a seducing spirit will oftentimes play on that nature. You see and hearing this, the man's going to feel the need to protect her. He'll say, oh no, don't let that guy come by your house. He's playing games. So he will start feeling like he has to invest himself in that. And then number 2, he is a provider. Men often feel a sense of obligation to anyone they have to help. All the same for a lot of guys, that is an attractive trait. Listen, when I was in the world, I used to hang around a lot of immoral women, so I know the tricks and the trades of it. Obviously, I was an immoral woman. Number 3, she is a tow truck. Some men were simply sent into your life to destroy you. They have a demonic spirit themselves. Remember, James 4:7 says, submit yourself to God and resist the devil and he will flee from you. Sometimes when you're not giving Satan what he wants, he will send a side chick to repossess what belongs to him. And I know I use the he and the her, but a side chick can be a man as well. Lastly, let me mention this. A side chick is not a helpmeet. She'll help you spend your money and your sanity, but after that, that's all you're going to get. Because the process of becoming a wife requires dying to self. And believe it or not, when a woman marries a man, she begins to change him. In most cases, she will make him a better man. For example, she may stand still until he opens the door. Nobody ever taught him that. She'll teach him to be more discerning. She'll encourage him when he's down, thus teaching him how to encourage himself. She will point out his potential. A side chick doesn't have the wherewithal to endure all of that. This is why she wants somebody that's already been cultivated. But what if I told you the process of cultivation helps the husband to love his wife all the more, and it helps the wife to respect her husband? This is why a side chick will never respect the man that she's with. She won't even trust him. She'll just endure him. Another word for that is tolerate. Remember, the Bible says you can't spoil a strong man's house unless you first bind the strong man, then you may spoil his house. The job of the mistress is to make sure that the man is distracted and to bind him so that the enemy can come and take away everything that God has set in store for that man. And please understand that wealth is just a part of the equation. God says he will bless you and add no sorrow to it. And so a lot of times people think that when a man becomes wealthy, he's already made it. He hasn't made it anywhere. After all, what good is it to have the world and to lose your soul? The soul is a mind, will, and emotions. What good is it to have all of that wealth and be crazy with it? Too crazy to enjoy it. In a loveless marriage, surrounded by people who don't like you. Broken, suicidal, and demonized. Waiting for the Grim Reaper to come and take you out of here. That's not success. That's a carnival. So there you have it. Don't envy a relationship that was built on dishonesty, distrust, and betrayal. Because the secret is they're not happy. You say, Tiffany, how do you know that? Because it's against the law. According to the word of God, you will reap what you sow.
I'm one of those people. Once I believe something, it is what it is. My way is the right way, and that's that. But every now and then, I open up my mind and I try to look at the bigger picture. And with this one, I'm talking about the side chicks. Honestly, I feel bad for them sometimes. Just sometimes, not all the time. But sometimes I just really try. I think deep. I try to think deep, and I'm like, poor them. They're there stalking wives, fiancés, girlfriends, the main chick basically, and wishing they were them, wishing they had their lives. And it's like, you know, us, the main chicks, we're looking at them like they're rats, they're, you know, cockroaches, you know, they're pieces of shit. And they are, you know. But at the end of the day, they're just women that have low self-esteem. They're women that don't think they're good enough to have a man to themselves, or to attract a man that only wants them, to attract a man that doesn't just want to use them to their disposal whenever they want, and that they can just be available here and there, you know. And that's sad. That if you think about it deep, that's sad. That means they have deep rooted issues, whether it's with their families, how they were raised. Maybe they were raised with a mother, or maybe they weren't raised with a mother, and that's why. Or maybe the mother they were raised with was a side chick as well, and that's all they knew, that's all they learned. But it's just like, if you think about it, a lot of these side chicks have kids. They have girls. And imagine like them acting this way, bringing a man around that they know is not going to be there full time, and their daughters, for example, seeing this and going, why can't he be here more? Can he come for Thanksgiving? Can he come for Christmas? And her not having an answer, because that man probably can't get away from his family at that time. He probably doesn't even want to. That's his family. He's going to be there with them on Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's the in-betweens, when he has time, when he can come for a little while. And then imagine them having a boy. What they're teaching that boy, how they're raising that boy to be a man like that, because that's all they see is a man that comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. And that's why sometimes I'm just like, damn, they have it rough. Yeah, it's fucked up what they do to the main chick, the wives, the girlfriends, the, you know, fiancés, but at the end of the day, they're fucking broken. And on top of that, usually they're ugly as fuck.
I just watched the video, and the young lady said that if you're seeing someone and then you find out he's married or in a relationship or whatever, you should abandon the relationship. Why? Why should she? If he's good to her, why would she abandon the relationship? I mean, at this point, y'all are becoming obsessed with the other women instead of being obsessed with yourselves. Y'all know everything about a side chick, but don't know anything about a miserable wife that stays there and complain instead of loving herself and doing what's best for her. Because, like I said before, men do what's best for them. Yes, they do. And you cannot be upset about that. You can't. Y'all always say he don't love anyone but himself. He's supposed to love himself. And that's a page a lot of you women can take out of their book. Y'all can call it whatever y'all want to call it. Those women are happy, living their lives. They're not miserable and stressed. Because once he put the smile on her face and come back home to you, you're frowning. You're asking questions. You want to know why. You're doubting yourself instead of loving yourself. Focus on you and stop worrying about what he's doing and stop worrying about her because she's not thinking about you. Y'all can believe that.
If you're trying to rebuild trust after you cheated, the dumbest thing you can do is keep talking to your side chick. I'm saying this as a person who cheated on and off for over a decade and made 1,000 mistakes that you don't have to make. They don't care about you, bruh. You think they do because you got a little hit of dopamine, but I promise you they don't. They're looking at this thing like a competition. It's them versus your spouse. And by you having an open line of communication, you're giving them power over the person that you're supposed to be with. Stop trying to go over there and end things because that never ends well. Cut the relationship off and go home and be with your spouse. If by the grace of God, your family still wants you back, you need to take full advantage of that opportunity and give them everything you got. My goal is to eradicate cheating off the face of the earth. Let me know if you're with us. Peace.
Let me hear your thoughts on this conversation. What do you think with all that you've heard from the different people speaking? Okay, what's your thoughts on this? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe, be good. Jesus loves you and bye for now.